If you're new to meme coins, this is a very, very simple method of finding what's hot right now. So I'm on Axiom. If you don't use Axiom, go to axiom.trade, use code CryptoVic, and you'll get 10% off all your trading fees, all right? So once you're on Axiom, go over to the Discover tab. A lot of people hang out on the Pulse page. This is the trenches, but there's a lot of noise, all right? Go over to Discover, and then we'll go to the Dex Screener tab right here. Dex Screener tab is very, very strong still to this day. We'll filter by 5 minutes, okay? And what that's gonna do is it's gonna show us the most trending tokens over the last 5 minutes, which is important because meme coins are very, very much about what's happening right now. Then go over to the filter tab down in the audit section. And what I like to do is filter by age. I'll switch it 2 hours and I'll just go 24 because I want to see only what's been released in the last day. Now, if I'm getting too much, I can go in and I can drop it down to like 6 hours. Now I'm only seeing what's been popping in the last 6 hours. Now it's someone actually in the chat said, Justice for Derek. And Justice for Derek is literally the most relevant token here that I see that's actually cooking, which is, you know, it is moving. It is moving. Now, this is more of a patient strategy. So you do have to kind of hang out and check back in and see what's going on. But a lot of times there will be tokens in there where you're like, oh, what is this? It's going crazy in the last 5 minutes. That's the key, is like, it shows you what's going crazy right now. All right. You can get the same effect if you go to Pulse and you pay attention to the migrated tab, or you just kind of like keep your eyes open for fast moving numbers like this right now. It's like moved to 10K market cap pretty quick, but it's most likely something like this where it's just rugging out. But if you go into Discover and you're in the Dex Screener tab, you're going to have a lot more stability, because in the Dex Screener tab, like, this is like broader market. These are higher market cap tokens that are just safer. Really, at the end of the day, they're safer. There's more liquidity in there. They're most likely less bundled. And that's really what we want, is something that's going to go up and be very less likely to go down. I mean, people like to trench new pairs, right? I for a long time was only trenching new pairs, but that is the most gambling that you can do. Like, on all of Solana, if there was one way to gamble the highest risk possible, it would be to hang out in this section and just buy shit. But most people just neglect the power of the OG. The OG is Dex Screener, man. Dex Screener is still so strong. And if you go up to the Dex Screener tab, you go to 5 minutes trending, you go and you sort it by volume on the 5 minute. Switch over to Solana, make sure it's sorted by volume on 5 minute. We can see in the last 6 hours. So we're basically the same filters as before, and we can see what's going on, but all of this is built right into Axiom. So it's like, we don't have to do that on Dex Screener. We can actually just do it on Axiom.